The Michigan International Speedway, 2 miles of high-speed, high-excitement racetrack. A place that's been so popular with fans over its 40 years of NASCAR racing. Today, those fans have turned out on a beautiful afternoon to see which of 43 drivers takes home the trophy from the Irish Hills of Michigan.
70 miles west of Detroit, nestled in the quiet scenery of the Irish Hills, lies Brooklyn, Michigan. A small village community that embraces serenity, peace, and quiet. Over time, the routines of the day have largely gone unchanged. That is, until NASCAR comes to town. With 4 races left to the chase, this is Michigan.
10, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, ignition.
ESPN welcomes you to NASCAR Countdown. Today it's 400 miles for the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series from the Michigan International Speedway in Brooklyn, Michigan. As the number of races until the cutoff for NASCAR's chase for the Sprint Cup dwindles, the pressure on the drivers grows. Those like Denny Hamlin on the bubble as he heads into the pre-race drivers briefing a little while ago. No, a mistake today can be costly. Tony Stewart, starting 21st, needs a good run today to assure his place in the chase, while Dale Earnhardt Jr. just needs to get some momentum back. He's got a good starting spot in 4th position. There's your championship leader, Kyle Busch, starts 11th today. Can he get win number 9 on the season? Qualifying for this race was held on Friday. Elliott Sadler had the 3rd fastest lap in his Dodge. He could use a win to turn around what's been a difficult year thus far. Jimmy Johnson, the 2-time defending champion, served notice he'll be a force today, qualifying 2nd fastest in his Chevrolet. But on the pole, Brian Vickers, whose Red Bull Toyota team's been on the rise of late, could today be the day he and that team go to victory lane. What would be the team's first win ever? Let's hear from the pole winner with our Mike Massaro.
They flirted with that first victory, Alan. How badly do you and this team need that first win?
Right. Well, I can tell you we really want it. And, you know, the entire Red Bull shop and all of Toyota really deserve it. You know, we've worked so hard for so long. I mean, it's amazing what this team has accomplished, you know, so far and how far we've come in a year. But we've come so close to getting that victory. We've led so many races and led so many laps and just haven't led the right one.
And one of those races was right here at Michigan back in June. You led 44 laps. How would you compare the strength and performance of the car you have today to the one you had back in June?
Well, I'd say very similar. You know, we feel like we're a little bit better, but I'm sure everybody else is a little bit better too. So we need to be a little bit better to even repeat what we did, much less, you know, win the race at the end. I really feel like we had an opportunity there, and unfortunately the pit strategy and the fuel mileage, the way it played out, didn't work out for us, but hopefully we can recapture that victory today.
Well, certainly Brian Vickers has another opportunity today, Alan. He leads the field to the green.
Michael, thank you. That 83 car lined up in the first slot on the grid. Our ESPN pit studio standing tall, overlooking, let's see, the start-finish line, victory lane, Jamie McMurray's pit right in front of us. And we welcome you inside for our coverage of today's Michigan race. Alan Bestwick with 5-time Michigan winner Rusty Wallace and NASCAR team owner Brad Daugherty. Let's start with the big picture. This track has always been a favorite for the drivers. Why?
It's because there's so much room out there. The drivers can run the top of the racetrack, the bottom of the racetrack, the middle of the racetrack, and they like that because there's some crucial passes that are going to happen out there. And when you come off that turn 4 wide open, that baby slipping and slide, you need that room so you don't hit somebody. So the drivers love it because of all the room.
He said it all, slipping and sliding. And as a fan, you get to sit back and watch these cats spread out 3, 4, sometimes 5 wide, running in multiple grooves. And what you have to do when you watch this race is look from mid-pack back and pick out your favorite driver.
Boy, take a look at this right here. 3 wide right now. Look at Tony Stewart outside. I mean, that's what you're going to see all day long here.
And they get in packs, Rusty. The cars get in packs, and it's really difficult to pass. So guys stay on top of one another all day long.
And all that momentum on the top side of the racetrack, that's really fun to watch, Alan.
That's why the drivers love the place. That's why the fans love the place. We are looking forward to a great race here today. Now, a couple other things that will factor in throughout the day. We'll talk about pit strategy and fuel mileage, and these guys racing for their place in the chase. Fuel mileage, always a big deal here.
It is huge here because we have tremendous long green flag runs. You don't see a lot of cautions here at Michigan, so you have a tendency, you have 4 stops basically, maybe 5, and you have to hit your setups right usually on that first stop, and fuel mileage always plays out here. And remember, guys, if you run out of fuel at the start-finish line, it's 2 miles around this racetrack. It's going to be a long haul trying to get back to pit road.
Brad, you can run out of gas at the start-finish line here and not make it around the racetrack. I've done it before. You get stopped in the middle of 3 and 4. That's how big this track is, Alan.
There's no question a main theme of the day today will be the race to the chase. Drivers fighting for those precious spots in NASCAR's version of the playoffs. The standings are very crowded, and the picture sure didn't get any clearer last Sunday at Watkins Glen.
Drivers getting buckled up, setting for 90 laps here at historic Watkins Glen International.
How many things can go wrong in a road course race, and the list of keys is much longer here than what we typically deal with.
Let's go, guys, come on.
Just got to be there at the end and keep it on the racetrack, buddy. You have a good day.
With only 5 races until the chase begins, Watkins Glen proved to be a challenge to the teams racing for their place in the championship hunt.
Trouble in turn 1, the third place automobile is spun right out into the face of traffic. Everybody's scattering, trying to avoid Ryan Newman.
Broke again. We're dead in the water.
The Glen was also a challenge for the teams with an already firm position in the points.
Got a flat tire or something. Can you tell which side it is? The left front.
The 24 team's asking NASCAR to post the 24 because they can't communicate with Jeff Gordon. They want to get him on pit road.
Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. That radio came disconnected.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. brought the car in, and they've got a long road to hoe now. Coming back out mid-pack here.
I give away the race, basically, but, I mean, everybody's doing the same strategy. It's kind of a ridiculous little race we got here.
Kyle Busch took his 8th checkered flag of the season, but more importantly, the win guaranteed him more bonus points than anyone else in the chase.
I'm sorry. What's lump? Hell yeah, boys. What's up? The man, Kyle Busch. They can keep trying to play these mind games. We'll just keep on winning.
Another big winner would be a guy who hasn't missed a chase yet.
Matt Kenseth sitting back there in 11th. I think this is a huge day for them. I know yesterday they weren't that good in practice, but if he can end up somewhere around there, he's got himself in the top 12 right now.
Thanks to Earnhardt Jr.'s poor race strategy, Edwards and Johnson climbed 1 spot each to 2nd and 3rd in points. Tony Stewart's runner-up finish gained him 2 spots in the standings. Now with only 4 races remaining, 138 points is all that separate the drivers ranked 7th to 13th. The Motor City will bring more pressure to the Bubble Boys. Teammates Kevin Harvick and Clint Boyer both need a good finish at a track where neither has a strong record.
5 to go. Keep digging.
Got to do the best we can out there, David.
David Reagan is sitting 14th in points, and a breakthrough win would really help. Greg Biffle has won here twice and needs a return to 4th after sliding 2 spots in the points after the Glen.
In his 15th start for Hendrick Motorsports, finally, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to score.
Yeah, baby! Way go, Earnhardt Jr. Good job.
Woo! Michigan fans were treated to Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s first win with Hendrick Motorsports in June. A strong run would be redemption from the Glen. Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart both have wins in Michigan, and both are looking to finally return to victory lane and championship form.